It's immediately recognizable as a Jaguar, and the hottest one the British firm has to offer. This is the Jaguar XKR-S as our tester. He stresses the S is important, as this is the speediest series production Jaguar ever built, which can top 300 kilometers an hour. Jörg thinks the color is also sensational. He's made a checklist for the car, which he's now going to go through. Sexy, curvaceous, exciting. Those are just some of the adjectives used to describe the XKR-S. So let's start off with our style check. Much has changed since Ian Callum took over the helm at Jaguar Design. He's modernizing the Jaguar look. With the XKR-S, he's transformed the sportiness of the XK into pure performance. The car is 10 millimeters closer to the ground, has spoilers and air inlets in all the right places, lots of carbon fiber and bigger wheels. It's clear that the XKR-S wants to be a full-blooded sports car, but it's still a Jaguar with the style of a true gentleman. Jörg says that Jaguar has always known how to build beautiful cars, and now that they're independent again and no longer part of Ford, they can do that. While the XK is a nice car, he feels the XKR-S is an extreme one that's been uncompromisingly trimmed for sport and performance. The racetrack in Portimão, Portugal is just the right place to test out the XKR-S. The Portimão circuit is hilly and has been compared to a roller coaster ride. Those familiar with the circuit clearly have a real advantage here. The XKR-S's 5-liter 8-cylinder engine generates 405 kilowatts of power. That's enough to rocket the car from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 4.4 seconds. The Jag has a top speed of 300 kilometers an hour and zips around the circuit here in Portugal. The car drives well, hugs the road well, and sounds great too. A push of a button puts the Jag into dynamic mode, making the V8 engine roar like an airplane. Real sports car freaks might prefer a more Spartan interior, slightly narrower seats, and a steering wheel with a touch more grip. But gentleman drivers will like it just the way it is. Jörg says the Jaguar XKR-S combines sportiness, style, and elegance and fits in well on a golf course like this. He finds the contrast between the French racing blue and the green of the fairways to be just perfect, but he says that it'd be embarrassing to play here without a handicap of 10 or better. It's relatively easy to stiffen the suspension and then give a car the Super Sport label, but Jaguar has gone the extra mile. The XKR-S is also great for cruising around the golf course. Fast or slow, it's a pleasure to drive. Our tester says the XKR-S is a cruiser, a car that's comfortable and suited for leisurely drives around the countryside. Personally, he'd prefer it to be a bit sportier inside. It's a bit too distinguished, with too much chrome for his tastes. He feels the steering wheel could also be a bit thicker and have more grip, and the steering itself could be more responsive. But he says you can always do this. Jörg says the engine is sensational. It's spontaneous, even brutal in its response, making the car incredibly fun to drive. He says you can really floor it and then quickly return to cruising again. For a super sports car, the XKR-S is amazingly fit for everyday use. It boasts 330 liters of cargo space. There's plenty of room at the front, and the rear emergency seats can be used for short trips. You can't expect a car like this to have the fuel efficiency of a compact, but 12.3 liters per 100 kilometers is respectable for a vehicle of this kind. Jörg says this Jaguar is sporty, elegant, and boasts more creature comforts than you'd expect. He feels it's suited for the golf course and the racetrack. Though it's a bit of a gas guzzler, that's expected in a car with 550 horsepower. He says it drives well, sounds good, is fun, and looks great. The Jag costs 130,000 euros, and he believes it will be a success. At Jaguar, just under 130,000 euros buys drivers a membership in the exclusive 300km/h club. This costs much more at Porsche and significantly less at Nissan. But only at Jaguar can you find the XKR-S in stunning French racing blue.